Coach, go ahead, just your consent.
All right, to God be the glory. Man, it's a bittersweet to be here today, man. Just, last game in England. And I thought once again the guys showed their hearts, really came out in that second half and executed the game plan. I thought in the first half, man, their length really bothered us. But I thought we were trying to attack them on the first side. And when you attack on the first side, man, you got a 7-footer and a 6'11" down there waiting on you. So I thought in the second half, man, we did a much better job of, running an action to the action. So now we may have a ball screen come off, but we're not trying to score. We're trying to move the defense. And then we pitched it more, and then now we got guys in closeouts. We were able to put the fives on the perimeter more. So now you don't have that contest at the rim, and I thought our guys did a really good job of finishing in that second half.
Any questions for JR?
Yeah, Jayden, talk about your leadership. It felt like it grew as the game went on today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just keeping the team together. Obviously, we went down early, but just having a next play mentality. We always in the game. We came back a couple games ago with like seven minutes left, down 20. So anything is possible. Just keeping the team together, keeping our mind focused on the next play, the next defensive spot, the next defensive stop. Yeah, that's really it.
Jaylen, nice thing is you can always play your way into the tournament with your conference tournament. Mm-hmm. How important is it to get it right in the next week, to go down to Fort Worth and get ready to play?
Yeah, that's what it's all about. I mean, obviously we dropped some games in conference play, but when we get to the tournament, it's 0-0. And as long as we could put a stretch together there, all it takes is 4 games. All you need to do is win 1 game at a time. On any given night, we feel like we could beat any team in the conference, and we just got to put 4 strong games together. So I feel like once we get to Dallas or wherever in Texas we're going to be at, Fort Worth.
That was the wrong term.
Down in Texas, we got to put together a strong 4 games and see where it takes us.
Kobe and Coach, can you guys, closing out at home, talk about the importance of SoFlo Rodeo and the fans being here? JR, sorry, my bad.
Yeah, I love SoFlo Rodeo. Like I said last week when I was here, they bring amazing energy no matter what. Obviously, it's been a tough season, and they were still here to the last game, cheering us on. Win, lose, or draw. They're always there, always giving us energy. So we're super appreciative of that. Because they could be doing a whole lot of different things on their Sunday morning, spending time with their family. But we just appreciate them just sticking with us the whole season.
Jayden, did their length cause maybe some more problems than you normally have in being able to implement the offense?
I mean, yeah, a little bit, but not really. I don't think it's basketball. I mean, they got some length on the court, but that shouldn't stop us from executing what we have to execute. Obviously, they had some shot blockers down low, but you got to find other ways to execute around it. So, yeah, their length was definitely a problem. I think 8 blocks. I mean, they had 8 blocks, so yeah. The length shows down low, but we got to do a better job of just playing off 2, maybe pump, shot faking in the lane and kicking it out maybe. But I don't think their length was that much of a factor.
Anything else for JR? Thanks, guys.
Yes, sir.
All right, man.
Gonna open it up for Coach.
Coach, they're big men down low, and like I just asked JR their length. Early in the game, do you think they tried to set the tone of the game for length in those boxes?
Absolutely. They hadn't started that lineup. They had pretty much had the same starting lineup for most of the year. And, they got on a tough stretch, and I thought what they were trying to do was expose us on the glass, so that's why they went big today. So, and starting out, I thought like it stymied us a little bit. But I thought like once the ball started moving and it didn't stick, that's when we were able to get them in closeouts, and now we were able to drive some of those bigger guys on the perimeter. And then, like late in the game, with about 8 minutes, we wanted to try to extend the game like we've done, and we would pull the 5-man off to the perimeter and then try to get isolations on the baseline where they couldn't help over as much. And if they did, we were gonna get a wide open kick for a 3. So our guys did a really good job down the stretch of executing the game plan, man. We were probably a rebound or 2 away from really making it a real game, because I thought we had one chance where, it was a 9-point game, and we got Kobe wide open in the corner that would have made it a 6-point game, which really would have put pressure back in the game. So now you're actually having to run something instead of running the clock down and then trying to get a foul call.
Coach, you're a big short. It's pretty obvious.
Right.
Is there any thoughts of playing 2 and 34 together down the road just to try to get that size equalized?
I would not answer that. No, seriously. In a different, I wish you wouldn't have asked that question. But
Okay,
I answer,
back
no,
off.
I answer, yes, that is part of the plan, to use that at some point,
Coach,
in some capacity.
there's some capacity. College coaches have been dealing with load management forever.
Yeah.
But your load management is in practice, not in the game. How important is it to back off those legs a little bit right now? Because everybody's tired.
Well, this time of year, everybody's preaching the same message. You know, if you're still going bone on bone at this point, it's gonna rear its ugly head at some point. So it's all about, but you still have to have some of that, so you don't lose your edge. And so we've done that, and then the closer we get to the game, we back off a little bit more so we can get their legs back.
Coach, one more real quick.
Yes, sir.
You're in a shooting slump.
Yes.
I know you work on it every day. How frustrating is it to get out there and see guys that are knocking them down in practice, and now that it's just not going in?
It's frustrating. It's quite frustrating because, like I said, we charted most days, and we've had three straight really good days of shooting it, like at a really high level, and to see us not come out, it's disappointing. But man, we just gotta hope they fall at the right time. We're gonna keep working, you know, keep putting our best foot forward, and see if we can't put a run together here in these last couple weeks.
Adding to Leo's question, as far as from a psychological standpoint within a game, how, like the first half was tough as far as shooting. How do you get the kids to turn the page from shot to shot?
We've dealt with a lot worse this year.
Yeah.
So I never worry about if those guys are gonna quit or go the other way. Like, they're a resilient bunch, and I knew they had another run, and because we set it up. Once we got to about seven minutes left, we said, man, 3 kills will win you this game. And what we mean by kills, a kill is 3 stops in a row. And if we were by the time we got to the 5-minute mark, we were 1 stop away from our 2nd kill. And if you get that kill, we're talking about a different game. And that was on a box out that we had with I think it was Kobe was boxing out, and JR tried to come over to help him and tip the ball, and they called foul. So I thought we were right there on really making it interesting.
Anything else for Coach Gus? All right, thank you.
Man, once again, thank you guys too. You know, you guys have dealt with me all year long, but I appreciate each and every one of you guys taking the time out to come out with us, and we appreciate it. Thank you so much.